Is the Wendy's stock squeeze over? That was a comment I read on some Reddit, on reddit.com. Barely understand that website, but it was a hilarious question. No, the squeeze is not over. A squeeze does not go up 25%. It goes up much, 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 much higher than that. If you saw Avis in April, it went up from $100 to $800 within a couple weeks. And retail wasn't even really involved in that. That was mainly because two institutions owned a whole lot of it, which segues perfectly into what I want to talk about with Wendy's. All right, so Wendy's, first of all, they own real estate. Nobody knows the exact figure to the tune of how much it's worth. I'd say around $1 billion, maybe $2 billion worth of real estate. They are expanding 1,000 new stores in China over the next 10 years. I just pulled up that article. I'll pull it up on Monday when I do my graphs and charts and me in the bottom left hand of the screen. But I like these candid videos, the unscripted ones. Not that my other ones are scripted, but like less thought out, just me being real, okay? So no, 25% up is not a fucking squeeze, not anywhere near it. No, shorts have not covered at all because they don't feel the heat yet. Why? Because the cost to borrow isn't high enough. Cost to borrow, 14%. It was 3% about 7 days ago, now 14%. That's not that wild. That is an annual interest that a short pays to hold that short. But Interactive Brokers was asking retail traders if they could borrow Wendy's shares to lend out for shorting. So that means they're running out of supply of shorts, okay? Can they do other things like create naked shorts, rehypothecation? Yeah, for sure. But eventually you're gonna get on that trail, you're gonna see the FTDs pile up, and then retail just gets hungrier, and then it's just blood in the water at that point. But anyway, so Wendy's, great fucking food, just changed new management with some real motherfuckers with 3 decades in the game. They know the restaurant game. They're gonna turn around the business, even though it's already doing all right. There's like 50 Wendy's in my city alone. But about 86% of the float is owned by institutions, okay? Billionaires, guys that know how to make fucking money. Look up who's long on Wendy's. Look up who's long, okay? Renaissance Technology, is one of the companies that owns a couple million shares. Rentec is arguably the greatest investing fund in history. And they're long on Wendy's. So yeah, there's like 86% institutional ownership. That leaves 14% of the float left for retail. So there's only a tight window for retail to buy shares. Once retail has bought up all those shares, it doesn't take much to set this thing off, okay? They're also talking about a buyout. So the Peltz guy, I forget his first name, just started researching this company like 4 days ago. So bear with me or bull with me. But if they do a buyout, a private, taking it private, let's say they buy it at a valuation, it's like $1.5 billion market cap right now. Let's say they buy it at a $3 billion market cap, just hypothetically. None of this is financial advice, by the way. Share price goes to 20 bucks, shorts start to cover, then the share price increases more, then say retail institution has options and they exercise them, then you have a gamma squeeze on top of that, okay, so on and so forth. So no, 25% is not a motherfucking squeeze. Nothing has started. Shorts have not even close to covered because they don't feel the heat. Why would they? So once that cost to borrow starts to rise 100, 200, 300%, and maybe a potential buyout happens and the volume stays high, like Friday's volume was like 80 million, 90 million. The day before was way higher than it normally is. If that stuff continues, it is not if, it is when Wendy's is gonna squeeze. I fully believe it's going to. You're an adult, you can make up your own mind, do whatever you want with your own money. But I believe Wendy's is gonna squeeze pretty fucking high. All right, I'll see you guys for the next update. I love you.